quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Up the middle with Eckler. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and caught by Sennett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
19 Lions. Ready? Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
18 Rattler. Let's go. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number 1 thing, take care of the football.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Set it. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Come on, set.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On two, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Gun. Shot. 11, Thomas. Shot.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Shot.
From midfield now, Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. The 20. He's got the first down and then some. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll give it here to Brown. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Next the score, Bengals 7, Commanders 0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Gun. Stop. 11, 11, 11.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now Burrow changing the look. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you.
Here we go.
And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Holmes, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here we go, shot. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Commanders nothing. Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's Daniels. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Cup 19. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Trap 50, trap 60. Stephanie.
Daniels looking to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. 19 Lions.
To throw is Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
One, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
11 MP.
Recovered by the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
11 mighty. 11. 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18. Let's go now. 18. Pioneer.
Throwing now is Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit?
Here we go.
Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
That's exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Pass complete to Higgins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
On one, ready? Gun. Shot. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11. Shot.
Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of
everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Eckler now between the tackles. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
From the 6.
Here's 1st and 10.
There we go. Shot. Let's go.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On the go.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Commanders' 1st down. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll be a little short of that 1st down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. He's going to have a Bengals 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Gun. Shot. 11. Shot.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
12.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
12, 12, 12.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down, Burrow. That's going to be intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Warrior 70.
Here's Daniels. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get it. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Top low 18. Ready.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds.
Here we go. 11. Back.
A first down throw for Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
11 coming. Back.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time in this first half, He's been intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Cybird's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
With the space to score, Commanders 10.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no run back here as this third quarter begins with a touchback.
On 2, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Burrow here on second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
11 MT tank. 11.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Side.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A gain there of 21. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's second down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
12.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Hey, Smash! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Ready, break!
First and 10.
Trap 60! Trap 60! Let's go now!
To throw is Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Throwing on second down. Daniels. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Here we go.
Burrow. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
11.
Brings up second and 17.
Second down, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
Gotta go score.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
11.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Get it. Ready.
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Come on. Set.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And he's going to go down, a sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call.
Ready.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
Okay, break.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run here with Eckler to the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Ready.
Again, it'll be Eckler. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. It's Eckler. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they were able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On one, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Gun, gun. Dot. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll tuck it and take up. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Here we go. Dot.
Now, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
11.
That's good.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We got to keep scoring.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
A 7-yard loss brings up
11. Dot.
Throwing is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Got it. Ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
70. Go.
They'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Let's go. Ready.
On play action, Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Pioneer. Let's go now.
To the air again is Daniels. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 6. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Going to return this from the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 5.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Stop.
On play action, he'll set up, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
11 MT tank.
Higgins sent in motion. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. To get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory.